What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ultimo Gallos Weekend Wrestling Wrap-Up. It's 3rd of November. Ooh, hopefully that got picked up. Yeah, I might have a little guest star to kind of talk, so let's go ahead and show this. I'll show it off at the end, but I got a hold of a WWE Matt Hardy talking figure.
I will delete you.
But that's always at the end there. So it's good. I got 3 wrestling shows. I got 2 weekly shows watched and one, I guess you call it night pay-per-views, a Fed. Okay, Matt, you can chill out over there. All right, Elevate Pro was back. And I was like, hell yeah. They hadn't an episode been like over a week. They got a little bit behind. This is episode 10. It's on YouTube. It starts off with Lucha Lacor, or I think he's calling him Lacor here. Taking on David Ali. Never had Ali before. And this match is just pretty much Lacor beating the hell out of him. Okay, match, but man, this crowd is like completely silent. Like they're not making a sound. And it ain't just the way it's mic'd, because they're shooting at the same location they were for like the last episode of this, and probably like the last couple. This match ends up going like way the fuck too long. Like it should have been 10 minutes tops, and this thing was like 15, 16 minutes. Lucha ends up winning by Lacor ends up winning by submission. Like Lacor's match was kind of a chore to sit through. Like below average match, really. All right. Next one, we got Marcos Espada, who I've really enjoyed. He had a really damn good match on the newest episode of STB on the Fight app. Really good match. He's taking on Dale Springs, who I'm not a fan of Dale Springs. Espada tries his best, but he can't drag an entertaining match out of Dale Springs. Again, like the first match of this episode, this match went way too long. Mott Fleming, who's now in charge of Elevate Pro, along with Brittany Nicole, the wrestling highway construction guy, I guess. Does he? Okay, since he works for the city, more than likely, does he know Duke the Dumpster Drosy? But he comes out and distracts Dale Springs. The Espada rolls him up for the pin. Really, really not even as okay as the first match. Then we get our main event. I'm like, okay, watching this. We got Effie, who's decent, taking on Braxton Hunter, who can be decent. Courtney Braxton's taking on. Okay, so like this there's a ref in the ring. This other ref comes out in like shorts and like a parka jacket and a ref shirt with a megaphone. He's talking, but the commentary team is also talking, so you can't hear the ref. The audio of this whole episode has been bad. It feels like whoever makes the show doesn't bother to watch it like before they upload it, because there's been all kind of, like there was a Dale Springs promo before, like when he's coming out to the ring, there's a promo, like a cutaway video promo, and it was audio was so low I cranked my TV all up and still couldn't really hear it. Braxton's a decent little young talent. Effie is good, so hopefully this match will end up being good. It's going back and forth. There's a part where Effie bit Braxton on the nipple. And the ref that came with the megaphone's ref in the match. He's out there, like I said, in a parka kind of jacket, a ref shirt, and shorts. It just does not look good when your ref's not. I mean, I can handle ref shirt and blue jeans, but the shorts, no. Effie ends up trying to go for like a suicide dive to the outside, but Braxton hits with a really nice European uppercut. Decent match here, but between the commentary is just not good. I don't know what happened with this episode. It kind of feels like it was rushed, but they had more time. So I don't know what's up there. And how bored the crowd is. It's hard to tell how great this match is. The crowd's just sitting there like, oh, there's a match going on? Really? Wow. The crowd's making less noise than like an AWA Team Challenge era crowd. Nice surfboard to a face on from Effie. Braxton is griping at the ref, and Effie goes for the pin, and the ref does a fast count. Both guys tried really hard, but between the commentary being bored as hell and the crowd being silent, it really hurt this match. I mean, this match could have been an above average match. It ended up being slightly below just because the crowd being there, the commentary not being good. Anything to say about that, Matt? No. Ended up being like a really low rated episode. And here's the weird thing is, how old is this footage? Because I talked to Braxton Hunter last month. He was in Brookhaven, and he said he had not worked an Elevate Pro match in quite a while. So I don't know. I don't know what's up there. But let's go on to the next show, which And Elevate Pro is on YouTube. Just search for Elevate Pro Wrestling. I think the show's called Uprising. They're on YouTube. You can catch them there. That's where I catch them. I don't think it actually airs anywhere. All right, NWA Power Episode 4. Just got this watched. The reason why I'm so far behind is I'm like 2 episodes behind on New Japan, 2 episodes behind on MLW. I'm getting ready to be. I'm already an episode behind on AEW Dark. Because I got sick over the past, since the last episode, and I got really sick and spent like 3 days in bed feeling like shit and wasn't watching anything, pretty much. So I'm getting caught up. But NWA Power, start off our first match is Trevor Murdoch versus Josephus. And Trevor's going out there to beat Josephus' ass for tossing the powder in Colt's face. Murdoch ends up just squashing Josephus after tossing. Josephus trying to toss the powder in Murdoch's face. Murdoch blocks it and hits him with it, squashes him. Not. I've seen other Josephus matches and they're better, but man, he just ain't been good here. Kind of like how Joe Janela is just not good in AEW. He's good other places. Then we get a no DQ tag match. It's Kingston and Homicide versus Dawson's. Of course, Kingston and Homicide attack him outside the ring. Good brawl back and forth. There's use of chairs. Kingston gets a little bit shit beat out of him. Dawson's end up winning because the wild cards interfered. Good match. Like, really good match. Then we get another women's match. It's going to be Marty Bell versus Ashley Vox, which makes sense. Ashley Vox had a good showing against Sienna. This is not Sienna. What the fuck is her name in NWA Power? Oh, shit. Allison Kay. The whole time she was in Impact, I was calling her Allison Kay. Now I'm forgetting. But, sorry. She had a good showing against her. Marty Bell had a good showing last week against, what was that girl's name? The Grunge Girl. Decent back and forth match. Vox ends up getting the win. Yeah, a little bit below average because it just felt a little too short, but decent match. Then finally, after a month, we're getting Aaron Stevens, Damian Sandow, most people remember him. Eric the Idol. Was it Eric? Aaron the Idol Stevens taking on Ricky Starks. And fuck yeah, it's just Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks came out earlier and Aaron Stevens was doing a promo and Ricky Starks just slapped the shit out of him. I'm loving seeing Ricky. Man, his suit looks huge on me. Huge. And that's how Ricky ends up winning this. He goes to slap Aaron. Aaron cringes, hits the ropes, and knocks himself down, and Ricky gets pinned. Fun little match. I'm loving seeing Ricky do this shit because this is a guy that I just discovered. I knew when I was seeing him back in 2012, 2013. I knew he's early in his career. I probably saw like within his first 5 matches. Really entertaining. We get our main event, which got set up earlier. James Storm's out there, and he's talking about how he never gets he tells about how he wasn't getting a shot at Nick Aldis. Eli Drake's out there. He talks about how Storm hadn't really defended the belt against Colt Cabana. So they set up this match where it's James Storm's and 2 guys of his choosing taking on Nick Aldis and 2 guys of his choosing. If James Storm's team wins, James Storm will get a shot at Nick Aldis, world champion. Nick Aldis' team, and James Storm has to drop the national title. Nick Aldis' team wins. Colt Cabana gets a shot at the national title that James Storm's holding. And this could probably be pretty easy. So here's our teams. We got James Storm. Okay. Bram. Hell yeah. Royce Isaacs. Did I just say hell yeah? What the fuck? No. James Storm, Bram, Tom Ladner, whatever the fuck they're trying to call him. Let me see something real quick. Okay, sorry. Where's Isaac? He's really good. That's who I should have said the hell yeah for. Nick Aldis, Colt Cabana, and Mr. Anderson. Nice showcase, all the top guys in NWA. Colt ends up getting the pin doing a Superman dive where he pins them with his leg, pinning their legs down with his legs. Which means Colt gets a shot at James Storm national title. Good little match. And they got a slightly below average rating because that squash match at the beginning was, just not real good. But fun episode. All the other shit was really good this week. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The kayfabe cocktail commercial with I seen the motherfucker. I met him at the damn hardware store when I was like 6. What? Austin Idol. Can you believe I forgot that Matt Hardy?
You shall be rendered obsolete.
Probably. But Austin Idol's little commercial, it was fun. Now, I'm going on that. If y'all just want to keep on modern shit, That's it. The next thing was from last year. You got beat up again? And it's a. Let me find the note here. Here we go. Big Time Wrestling, Watertown, New York, April 27, 2018. So a little bitty bit more than a year ago. And Big Time Wrestling, I noticed they have like Kevin Nash a lot. They have like Sabu, Scott Steiner. It's like they use like Northeast Indie Maysays and like a couple of rookie guys, and then they bring in some big names. Like Nash ain't working. Nash is doing a signing. Steiner works. Sabu works. I took a chance. It was a fairly short show. It was on Highspots Network. It was under 2 hours, 5 matches. I'll take a chance. All right, we start off. We got Brandon Webb, the Devil's Reject from Parts Unknown. He's going to be taking on Teddy Goods. And Brandon Webb, like the shaved head, got the big old, like my beard, but it's like the full beard. You know, it ain't just a little goatee here. It's like, he's got the corpse paint. He's got the black gear with the devil wings on the back. He's got the pentagram tattoo. Goods comes out to what I think is a Hall & Oates song. I'm not really sure on that. Been wanting to try a new fed. Knew the name Big Time Wrestling was what the Sheik, Sabu's uncle, used for his Detroit-based territory. This Big Time Wrestling seems to operate in what I think is upstate New York. I think Watertown's upstate New York. Says right here in my notes, Webb looks like Goldust on 1999 Hot Topic clearance rack, had a kid. The crowd really seems to hate him. And at first I was like, okay, this crowd looks really, really big. I'm thinking, okay, like 1,300. No, I was a little bit off. I thought it was equally packed on the hard camera side, and I saw it was not. The hard camera side was like fairly empty, but still there was a good amount of people here. Then, like a little ways in the match, I figure out what Goods' like role is in this fed. He's kind of like the modern Tito Santana, where he has like a few really, really great moves, a few little moves he's really, really fucking good at. Backed up with charisma and being decent at most other stuff, and usually have a good match with almost anybody. And I'll put a note here. See if Teddy Goods is still wrestling. Actually, both these guys want me to see more of their matches from now. I've added BTW to my watch list. Goods ends up winning with a stunner, which, you know, I've said it before. I'm so tired of seeing it in the Canadian stores, but at least the center is still finisher, not a transition move. Stole it from you, Big Country Tommy Moore. Tommy was talking about that earlier tonight. Fun way to start the show. Both guys got and kept my attention. 2.5 out of 5. You know, average match, but an entertaining average match. All right, then out comes Mr. Kevin Nash, and he talks for a little bit. He talks about how back when he was working for WWE, WWF, the first time they were running towns this size, because they're running like a college gym, it looked like. I think that's what it was. He cracks a crown jewel joke. He's entertaining. He leaves. Then we get our next match, which, was Toto Loco, who a few years ago, Buddy and I used to watch. It was on YouTube. They're still up. It was on New England Championship Wrestling, NECW. Had like a weekly 30-minute TV show that was on. I don't know where it aired up in New England, but we got it on YouTube, and it was a fun little wrestling show because anyone else wanted to watch WWE. We're like, all right, we'll find some wrestling. Watch. Found it. You understand? Toto Loco is this guy who wears a lucha mask. He's got this big, like, orange wig. And he's a cool little wrestler. He's a cool little luchador guy. Not little. He's probably about 6 foot. Think about that, man. Is he 6 foot?
Yeah.
That says he's 6 foot. He's taking on Sean Carr. Never seen Sean Carr before. But for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Every week for like 2 years there on any. You get hit again, man? On New England Championship Wrestling, Toto Loco was wrestling like, if not the main event, the match right before it. Really cool guy. And he was like my second favorite in that group. He's from Tokyo, Mexico. It's great gimmick. Never seen Carr before in Carr's gear. Sean Carr makes him look like a can of Monster Energy drink. And I wish it had been Masshole Mike McCarthy instead of Carr. Masshole Mike McCarthy was like my favorite in NECW. I need to look up some of this shit. I need to go watch some old NECW so I can review it on here. And Carr ends up winning with this really nice looking tombstone pile driver after Toto Loco's done some crazy shit. Fun match. 2.5 out of 5. And then we get our Big Time Wrestling heavyweight title match. We got our challenger, Slick Wagner Brown, without April Hunter. And Slick's one of those guys I figured he'd at least get like a long run Ring of Honor or TNA. He never got it. He kind of stuck like the Northeast Indies. He's been wrestling since, I thought it was 2000. I went and looked. It was like 1997, summer 97. Slick Wagner Brown has been wrestling like 22 years. Dude's been wrestling a long time. Flex is he's their champ. He's kind of like your muscle power guy, has a little bit short burst of speed. And Slick is slower now because he's 40, but he's still decent. Couple little highlights of the match. Flex goes to the top rope for an elbow drop, and Slick rolls out of the way. Armstrong actually hits the ref when he's trying to spear Slick, and Slick goes to check on the ref. Of course, Armstrong grabs the belt. Yep, snaps, hits Slick with it. Wakes the ref up in time to get the pin. I'm like, oh shit, 1, 2, fuck, really? 3. No 3 count. Slick kicks out. Like, hey, nice surprise there, you know. Then Flex ends up low blowing. Slick hits the spear and gets the win. Fun match. It kept me entertained. I give it a 3 out of 5. This next one I was not. I'm like, oh man. It's going to be Scott Steiner versus Thomas Santel. I'm like, who the fuck is Thomas Santel? Not expecting much at all because Steiner has been crap in the ring since like 2000. But sometimes great on the mic. And then the music starts and it's Earth Angel, the old 50s doo-wops. I'm like, who the fuck is coming out to Earth Angel? Thomas Santel. I'm looking at him like, wait a minute. I know him. Isn't he one of the Heartthrobs from WWE? And he was, I look him up. Yep. He was Antonio the Promise Thomas and the Heartthrobs. And then, hey, NECW connection. Dude was really good and fun to watch in NECW a couple years ago with Toto Loco and all. He left WWE in like 2005. The sirens come on and out walks Scott Steiner. I'm like, I bet he grabs somebody and talks red. He really didn't. He ended up just kind of posing for a little bit because the show has another match to go in 24 minutes less on time. I'm like, okay, they're going to kill some time. Thomas is doing like a nerdy, kind of scrawny guy from the 50s gimmick. And it's basically just Scott Steiner tossing Thomas around everyone, so Thomas will get a comeback and make the crowd really think for just a little bit he has a chance of winning, and Scott Steiner is just like fucking smashed. And Thomas ends the submit when Steiner puts him in the Steiner recliner. Fun match. Really, really surprised the fuck out of me. I'm not like the Scott Steiner match quite all. This was cool. I like Thomas Santel and Tony the Promise Thomas's little gimmick here. It was really good. And then we got our main event, which is Sabu. Yes, in 2018, Sabu taking on Danny Miles. And Danny Miles is like the British Bulldog, like circa Davey Boy Smith, circa like when he was facing HBK for the IC title? When they had the big roided the fuck up Davey Boy Smith. Like body wise, not hair wise. He's kind of bald. Then again, about 10 minutes, I'm hoping Sabu can just do his spots, let the crowd go home happy. And it ends up not being that bad. Miles is kind of doing a lot of the work, letting like Sabu hit a spot and giving it time to recover, go for something else, and then Miles will hit something, give Sabu time to recover. Miles ends up wrapping this huge ass chain around his bicep and goes to hit Sabu with it, but Sabu ends up getting out of it, kicking out, and Sabu like no sells it pretty much. Pops right the fuck up, DDTs Miles on the chain, get a 2 count. Like, what the fuck? And there's like 1 minute left. I'm like, okay, am I going to get the end of this? What the hell? Don't want this to be like, the AEW Dynamite I watched weeks ago on demand where I didn't even get the end of the show. Well, Sabu's had a table set up in the ring forever. The ref helped him set up a long time ago. He like lays Miles like face first. Like, hold on. Give me a second here. Okay, this is Miles. He lays him like this. Like, that's Miles. That's the table. And Sabu climbs up and does a Raven facebuster through the table, and barely rolls on top of him, gets a pin. 1, 2, 3. Crowd goes home happy. Show ends. I was really surprised that it worked as well as a 2.5 match, but still really good. Because I wasn't expecting that much else to win. That's super crazy. Early 2000s super crazy from WWE. 2.6. This is the best show I watched this week. Really was, out of the 3 I'm talking about here, best one, but the toys. I've showed off 2 of them, so fuck it, I got 4. All right, first one. I don't know if I'm selling this or not. This might go on the table, but this is really fucking cool. This is the Talking WWE. So 2017 probably. 2018 Talking WWE. Matt Hardy.
I will delete you. You shall be rendered obsolete. to deletion. I will. Yes. I sentence you to deletion.
You hit him, he makes the. All right, I showed you. This comes from the Big Country Tommy Moore collection. This is a really cool look. Look at that super crazy. That jacket and shit. He's in really good shape. A little super crazy. And did he? I don't think he got a. Did he get an ECW figure? I think this might be the only super crazy. Face is kind of weird, but. All right, then hold on. Let me put that with the right person. Going live. Going live. Going live. I'll go ahead and put him on camera. This is the NXT takeover, like NXT era. Alexander Rusev. He comes with this plank that breaks in half. It's stupid. It's stupid. He comes with, which I ain't a big fan of this either. Oh shit, that's gonna go all over the place. Sit down there. He comes with this like Leatherface style skirt. But check it out. It's a fucking badass looking Rusev figure. Look at it. The tattoos, feet. Caught him on another one. I found him fairly cheap, and this is staying in my collection. If they're the loose ones, the super crazy I'm keeping, the Rusev I'm keeping. It's a really cool looking figure. I like the little thing. Then my last one. And this was just this had been in my Walmart for a while on the clearance aisle. And I didn't grab it because they were wanting like $10. I didn't really want to pay it. Well, then it must have got showed underneath something. The packaging got shredded. It was in horrible shape. They put it back up. It said $6. I'm like, I might pay that. I went and checked it. It was only like $3. Akira Tozawa. Another NXT one. These badass shorts he's got on. Paint job's really good. But check this out. Okay, he's got this Titus International shirt. It's Velcro. It just slips right off. And this is a really cool figure. He's in good scale with because he's from the same line as Rusev. And look at this. These two, they're in good scale to each other. Even though I think Super Crazy's like way tall. Oh, Super Crazy. Yeah, I got some figures. Got a couple shows to watch. I'll let everybody go. It's late, man. Want to thank everybody that came by tonight. We had a little wrestling party here at the house. Big Country Tommy Moore, Kobe Quarters Rutland. It was a blast. We ended up watching, just hanging out and talking for a little bit. Then we watched Joey Janela Spring Break, the first one. They'd never seen it, so I haven't had a copy of it. We cast it to the TV and watched that. The plan was originally to watch MLW pay-per-view, but that kind of fell through. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, remember, leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe, tell friends about this shit. Other shout-outs, throw a shout-out out there to Highlander Wrestling Show, Brandon McBride. I have not seen if he's got a newer episode up. It's been entertaining. Life in the Headlight. Ego on Break has been putting up a lot of episodes recently. They've been fairly entertaining. The wrestling documentaries one's a great one to watch. And I might end up doing that sometime soon. About my wrestling movies and documentaries. But talk to y'all later, everybody. I gotta grip through some food in the belly, hit the shower, get ready to go to bed. Latest.